Well, I have to drive tonight, kind of. I don't have to. I could stay here till the morning, but I don't want to face traffic tomorrow, and I've got to go up north, not as far as Seattle, but I have to go find a place to camp out up north anyway. And I think that nighttime is probably the best time to do it in an RV because I don't have to deal with the traffic. So I'll take you guys along for the ride, and when I get into this brand new town that I've never been to called Edgewood, I'm going to try to find a place to park and talk about maybe what I look for when I'm looking for a discreet place to park overnight. So, all right, well, I found the town where I have the interview tomorrow here in Edgewood, Washington. It's a very small podunk town, and so I had to leave it about 5 miles to get to this area. A little more going on in this area, and I found an old hometown hardware store that appears to be empty and out of business. Out of business stores are a great place to park overnight because nobody is even renting the place, so it doesn't matter. And plus, if you look over here, there's a semi-truck carrying an evergreen trailer with his sleeper, and he's obviously got the same idea as I am. And sometimes, in fact, I really do look for truckers because they seem to know the better spots to boondock because they don't want to pay trucker fees either, if they don't have to, until they need a shower. So, yeah, I think it'll be a nice quiet night, but I will keep my camera handy. Oh, I left the keys in the ignition. I'll keep my camera handy in case I get woken up in the night. I keep wanting that to happen anyway. Not that I'm trying to do it. I'm really careful about where I choose to park. And fortunately, leaving as often as I do, at least every 24 hours, I never have any problems. But I keep wanting to be like, I wish I could just do it. Like, just stay in one spot for a week until I get a knock on my door by somebody. But it's really not in my nature to do that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to cause any problems or bug anybody or get the wrong kind of attention or anything like that. So, hi. You ready to go tonight? You tired? Alright, so yeah, we're gonna crash for the night, and then I'll go do my interview tomorrow and let you all know how it goes. So, a couple cool things about where I'm parked tonight. If I turn off all these lights, I'll show you a little bit. Come over to the window. Ow. Over to the window here, and you can see that I have lights up here that are shining into my window. And it's probably really hard to see that that's doing much difference on this camera and on your screen, but those two lights are providing a lot of light into the RV. Really nice. I'm going to have to use my lights. At the same time, up in the bed area up here, it's completely dark. So, it's only about 9:30 at night right now, and I'm not even a little bit tired. So I'm going to turn on the generator and make some decaf coffee. I know, it's crazy. I have my vices. I do. Oh man, I wasn't quick enough. There was a police officer that just rolled through this parking lot. So I've been here like 15 minutes, just made my coffee and everything. And I'm sitting here, and the headlights come from the side of this building, which is really weird because there's nothing else back there. He had to have been driving all the way around the back side of the building. Came up and I saw the thing, and I'm trying to find my camera, and then I realized that I had the SD card in the computer, and I'm fumbling through, and by the time I'm like almost ready to turn on the camera, I don't see the cop anymore. But I saw his lights in the reflection right there. And then I ran to the bathroom and opened it up, and sure enough, he's right behind my my RV, like right behind me. And that's something cops do all the time, usually. No matter what city I'm in, they like to get a good reference for what's going on. They also want to make sure that you have good registration, because if it's private property, there's not a whole lot a cop can do, except maybe get you for illegally parking, or if your vehicle isn't registered, then he has a right to knock on your door and get you off the roads. Because even in private property like this, your vehicle still has to be registered. So, and I don't know what they really do with those logs. They log in that information with your license plate number. It makes sense. It's kind of a security thing, but I personally think that they like us being here, and that's why they never, come back out of come out of the cop car, knock on the door, and want to talk to you. It's like, all right, well, obviously someone's living here. Probably they like it a little better when it's a trucker, not somebody in an RV, because they just don't know what's really going on. But, yeah, it does happen. And then I guess later on, if anything were to ever happen, like, let's say, for instance, this place gets busted into, some windows get broken or something like that. They can look back in their records and say, well, at 10:06 p.m., this guy, Eric Jacobs, had his RV parked right here. So let's go talk to him first. At the same time, I always think that I'm doing some kind of service, like something like, I don't know, if something were to ever happen, like I'd be here to protect a business or something like that, but I don't really know what I would be able to do. And in 4 years of living the RV life, I've never had anything even close to where, I was a witness to something bad that happened. The worst things, some of the worst things I've ever saw are just other like homeless people that'll sleep in weird places. And by weird, I don't just mean like get a sleeping bag and sleep on the sidewalk up there under the cover. I mean, I've seen some stuff where they go into like weird little alcoves, or they jump up over the thing that had a big fence and then sleep on the other side where it was dry because the other side wasn't. And it's kind of borderline. I wouldn't do it, because then it just puts you in this situation where it's like, well, obviously you're kind of trespassing. I wouldn't want to get caught in that situation. So, but some people do some drastic things to stay warm and to stay dry and just to survive out there. And as far as when I've been parking in urban areas like that, that's pretty much all I've seen. That's kind of a little weird. But at the same time, I'm here. I'm going to notice stuff. I'm going to hear stuff. You try and tamper with my RV, me and Jax are up, in no time. So it's a good security blanket. And, all right, I've got about 2 cups of coffee left out of that 6 cups I just made. So drink those. Excuse me. All right. Good night, guys. All right. Well, unfortunately, my interview was kind of a waste of time. They said that they've got interviews scheduled all week through Friday, and they're going to call back second interviews before 5 p.m. on Friday. And I didn't even know they advertised this job. I didn't know they were digging from such a large pool of people. So, dang, that's frustrating. I had really good feelings about this job. So. Anyway, all right. I'm not going any more north. I'm just gonna take my time going back down south and see what I can find until I get back to Olympia by Thursday or Friday. And by that time, I'm probably gonna be burnt out with all the urban camping stuff, and probably gonna want to go somewhere like the ocean or some DNR land. Not Capitol Forest. Well, maybe Capitol Forest. Maybe the Peninsula Forest, or I still want to go to Leavenworth, too. Alright, well, either way, by this weekend, even if it's pouring down rain, I'm not going to be in an urban setting. I'm going to try something new. So, alright. Talk to you guys later. Hey, it's Eric, along with Jax. Thanks for watching our videos. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get the latest updates, and feel free to check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.